Hello, everybody. Welcome. Uh, for those of you that are catching this on the replay, I want to remind everybody that we are doing a 100 subscriber giveaway. So when we hit 100, I will be giving away a Rat Benny from Thunderhawk Lures in the mink color. So be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications. All right, with that out aside, let's see who all we got in here. Hello, Frank, Bassin with Big Balone, Scott, Dave. And that looks like all we have in here tonight. All right. Everybody's talking about snow. Oh, Daniel's in here. All right. Well, this probably won't be too long of a stream. I always say that, and then we turn it into more time. Just got the notification if you like Matt when Tyler has a live. Yeah, there's probably a delay in it. I can't do nothing about it. Yeah, because now I'm seeing more people in here. JP's in here. Hey, JP. Tom. Tom, how's it going? Wyatt's in here. Hey, Wyatt. Even though he's in the other room. Anyways, if any of you guys caught Daniel's, and I always forget his name because it's a mile long, Southeast Georgia Kayak Fishing, I believe is his channel name. But Daniel has set up a tournament, and he was going through the technical stuff last night on his YouTube channel, which was, hey Brendan, which was very informative. I thought I would piggyback off that a little bit and talk about some more of the what I call the basics, the things that I had to overcome when I started doing little tournament fishing, and answering questions that I can answer from my perspective as an angler participating. And as always, we can talk tackle and just have some fun. Daniel 2, not this Daniel. Oh, so no one is confused. Daniel also. His name is not Daniel 2. It's also Daniel. Anyways, now that I've thoroughly confused everybody. So first thing I want to talk about is how do you, if you're not familiar with tournament fishing from the bank, a kayak, or even a boat, there's a newer way of doing it. They've been doing it for, well, I don't know how long. But instead of a traditional bass tournament where it's done by weight, they use a bump board. This is a catch. Sorry, it's pretty gross. This is mine that I actually use. And they do it by length. And they use an app that will, when you submit your catch, or when you take the photo of your catch using the bump board, the app will catch not only the picture, it'll catch your GPS location and the time. So even if you can't upload your picture at the time due to poor cell service, all that is embedded into that picture, so you can upload it at a later point. The unique thing about this style of fishing is open, in my opinion, it has opened it up to so many more anglers. You don't have to have a $50,000, $60,000 bass boat and pay hundreds of dollars to jump into tournaments. Frank, what are the prizes? So, this system allows you, anybody can participate. Like I said, kayak fishing, bank anglers, and it's very user friendly once you know what you're doing. And that's kind of what I want to go over tonight. And a lot of these tournaments, they may be a week long, they could be a month long. There's one I'm in right now, it's a year long, and they all have different payouts, and I'll kind of go over some of that depending on the tournament. Some of them are national, some of them are local. You can even have a tournament just in your little area for a bass club. But there's two main applications for your cell phone that I am familiar with, and that is Tourney X and Fishing Chaos. So I'm going to go over Fishing or Tourney X first. So let me get that. All right. So This will look a little different on your phone, but this is the generic. This is basically what it'll look like on your app, and this is everything you need to know. You would go here to register for tourney, and these are all the different tournaments that you can register for. We'll just randomly click on one. This is, and within them, they'll tell you the dates. So this one's going from March 1st to November 30th. It's going to tell you a basic description, entry price. They usually break down what the money goes to. They'll tell you the species, because they do these for all different species, not just bass. And then here you would fill out for your entry fees. You agree to everything, register for tournament. So I'm going to come back to you guys real quick, make sure I'm not missing any tournaments. I'm going to get Frank's shipping stuff figured out. All right, so let me go back to Tourney X. So you picked a tournament, like let's say I'm going to identifiers. This is Daniel's tournament. This is called YouTube Angler Tournament, so that's what you want to look up. I believe the cost was $31.75 total. So right now, there's nothing I can do with this tournament because my identifier has not been released. And we'll talk about identifiers in a second. But anyways, that's where your tourney, this is where you're going to register for a tourney. This is the identifiers. So those are the codes that shows it's you. Here, if you're going to submit a catch, I can't do it from my computer, but you just click that and it'll walk you through that. And then finally, the other, what I think is important is the view standings. So my current tournament that I'm in is the YouTube Angler Tournament. It starts April 1st at 6 a.m. and goes till April 30th to 11:59 p.m. So as fish are caught, I can see right now in this, Travis Big Malone's in there. I'm registered. Jermaine is in there. And I believe Daniel said he wanted at least 10 participants to make it different, or to make it worth everybody's while. But we're going to go back to view standings, and we're going to look at a past tournament I have, just so you guys get an idea. This was a tournament I did with Dark Horse. This was March 25th of 2022, so about a year ago. The mayor of City Dinks. Now my internet doesn't want to load it. All right, here we go. So depending on the way the tournament's set up, this is how it all breaks down. This was a total catch, but I believe on this one, the fish had to be 10 inches or smaller to count. There was 36 anglers. There was 914 fish caught. And I can't remember what the prizes were. I didn't win any prizes because I came in 11th. Believe it or not, it is actually harder to catch dinks when you're trying to. But anyways, this is going to look very similar for when we do our tournament with Daniel. I can click on any individual. It's going to give me some of his personal best and what tournament that was in, things like that. Excuse me, guys. It's going to tell me if you see these green X's, that means it's been verified. So this particular bass was verified. This was the catch board that they were using. They sold, Dark Horse did. But once it's verified, that means that the judges have declared it as a legal catch, and so on and so forth. So let me get back over here. Any questions about Tourney X? I know I went through it kind of fast. I just wanted to give a brief overview. I know Daniel was having a little bit of problems showing that last night. I figured maybe I could do a screenshot and show how it worked. But yeah, so this is this is an app, once again, that you're going to download onto your cell phone. And this is what it looks like once you open it up. the rest of this stuff, check in and all that, we're not going to be utilizing it. We already showed view standings. Remove a fish if you want to take a fish completely out. Call a fish. It's just like calling in a regular tournament. I believe Daniel said his is set up that it'll automatically, if you've caught 5 fish, let's just say they're all 12 inches, and then fish number 6 that you catch and submit is 13 inches, it's going to automatically call one of them and put your biggest one in there. So these are what you'll probably use the most. And then the day on April 1st at 6 a.m., you'll come here and there will be an identifier code that's released for the tournament, and that's will be utilized for the whole thing. And we'll go over that in a minute. Biggest fish pot is $5 out of every entry fee. There you go. Is that total inches that guy caught that 1 month? Okay, you guys are interested in the winners now. Let's go back. I believe that one went on. Let's look at the standings. I believe it was total inches, but it was more than a month. It went for 3 months. It went from March 25th to June 24th. So yeah, he caught a total of 2,277 inches and 25 inches, 0.25 inches. So 271 total fish was what he caught. And then I caught a measly 13 fish at 109 inches. So he caught a whole bunch of super dinks. But this was a unique tournament because you had to. I'll show you one of my pictures. This is the very first tournament I ever did. They had to be 10 inches or smaller to count. And if you see right here where it says Dink 22, that's the identifier. And as Daniel told us last night, you could do a simple piece of paper. This is probably, it looks like it's a piece of like a receipt out of my Jeep. Some people will write the identifier on the back of their hand. Some will put it on their catch board, and then some will get fancy like me, and I'll show you that here in a moment. But this is the Tourney X. So once again, if you want to join that tournament, you're just going to go to register for Tourney. You're going to search for it. I don't think it'll let me pull it up since I'm already registered for it. But let me look. Yeah, it's not going to let me pull it up because I've already registered for the tournament. But whoops, let me go back here. It is the YouTube Angler Tournament. This is the one being hosted by Daniel. Let's see who's all, and these are our 3 anglers right now. Sorry for anybody that didn't want to be called out, but these are who's in there right now. And then it'll keep a total. And I believe Daniel said towards the end of the tournament, he'll shut the standings board off. So that way he could do a live for the final thing. Hey, Mike. All right. Yeah, that's a lot of dinks there. That was a very hard. That was the very first tournament I entered. I think the cost to get in that tournament was $10. I was like, okay, why not? It's $10. It makes it fun. And that's a cool thing about these tournaments. And I'm going to show you another one I'm involved in a minute. A lot of these tournaments, unless you're into the big KBF stuff, they're very inexpensive. $10, $20, $30. And they're fun. I mean, especially Tourney X, I used to go through there a lot. They have like the Weekend Angler series. And all the descriptions for whatever the tournament is will tell you if you can fish from a bank, kayak, boat. Some of them are bank only. Some of them it'll tell you what type of species. It makes it accessible for everybody to add a layer onto their fishing. It's always fun when you're doing something competitive, but at this level, there's not a lot of money on the line. And typically the money they go to prize support, or they might go to, and I'll show you, they'll go to veteran stuff. Hey, Tennessee Bassmaster, welcome. We're just talking about some tournament stuff. And wants me to remind you that she wants one of your stickers to put on her wheelchair. Okay. But anyways, all those tournaments, 90% of all tournaments will use this, is what's called a catch board. You can get them in metal, different colors. I should have, this one goes up to 26 inches. And then if you look here, when we're talking about identifiers, this is a fancy identifier that I write my numbers. This is a hard metal. It's from Blue Fox Gifts. They call it a 10 tag. You are not required to have this. I just bought it. This is the KBF style tag that you can print out. But anyways, he just puts them in this form. You can write them on permanent marker, so they're always there. And then I think he said use like rubbing alcohol or something. You can take it off. So these two bottom ones I need to remove. And then this is the identifier for the current tournament that I'm in over on Fishing Chaos, which we're going to switch over to here in a second. And then when I get the identifier for Daniels, I'll put it on there. Even though I'm using two different apps, I can put both my identifiers on there and when I take my picture, they just need to see the one for theirs. And then I'll be also starting on April 1st, I'll be starting Gramps' tournament. So I'll have my identifier for that. So, but definitely check out Blue Fox Gifts if this is something you're into. It connects right to, this is a bracket that Catchboard makes. I bought this from Omnia with Calabasas code, I think. No, excuse me, Discount Tackle. But they had a code or something, and then he can put anything on there. I had him add Fish Tickler. It's the name that my scouts have bestowed upon me. Any questions about the Catchboard? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You want to make sure your identifier is in. And on this end, I don't have a fake fish, but the nose needs to be right here, mouth closed, and wherever his tail ends, that's your length. And you'll take picture. And as Daniel suggested, you want to take 2 or 3 pictures in case something happens, because once you release that fish, there's no getting them back. This particular one, I can slide down if I need to adjust for the fish size. Folds down, I throw it in my Jeep. So, all right. Any questions about the Catchboard? Will we be power washing your board at the end of the tournament season? No. No, that grime, that is earned. I don't know how many times I've left this fishing and I've had to go back. Because right now I'm fishing from the bank. I ran over this with my Jeep and it's still kicking. It's almost indestructible. This is called the carbonite version. That 10 tag is very nice. I have one. Thanks. Yeah, Scott. I don't remember how I found these. I think I was looking at pictures and I saw it on somebody else's. So you can have this personalized, and a lot of people put like their YouTube channel or if they're in a club, or like you can leave it blank. I put Fish Tickler, and the owner, he actually sent me an email. He's like, I've done a lot of weird ones, but that's definitely in the top 5. And he just needed to know. I think he had this vision that there's some weird dude in Florida catching bass and going, hee. I don't know. But he did reach out and was like, he kind of wanted to know the story behind it. And once I told him, it came from scouts, he kind of understood a little bit more. But that was almost the name of this channel until wiser people said I probably wouldn't name your channel Fish Tickler. Gonna give the fish bass AIDS. I'm not even gonna touch that one there, Frank. Yeah, Brendan, only under the 13-inch mark. I'm more about quantity, not quality. It's all that matters. But any questions about Tourney X? I know I went through it kind of fast, but it's an app you download. It's absolutely free. They do offer memberships with some different things, but it is not required to enter in any of these tournaments. All right, so let me stop this, and then I'm going to Fishing Chaos share. All right. So this is the Fishing Chaos app. It's going to look very similar on your phone. You just hit dashboard. These are all the tournaments I've either have been in. There's a couple monster bass ones I did. This was a tackle direct. This is the current one I'm in, and then this is the knucklehead fishing that's coming up. Well, it's already started, but my group doesn't start fishing until April. So, but just the same fish ops. Once you get into it, you click. This is the catch 22. I would come up here, and it's going to look almost identical on the app. I'm going to hit submit catch, and it's going to pull them up, and then it's going to be just like the Tourney X. Take your picture. This particular tournament does require that you can only use a catch board. And then this has got several different, this has got a few tournaments in there. So they're doing any 22 nationwide. So any species. Yeah. And then this is just for fun. I'm getting destroyed in this. I'm trying to catch up. This is just total inches overall on any species. 483 is leading, and I'm all the way down here. Still further down. I think I'm like 30 something. Let's see. And these are all the ones I've put in there. See, Brendan, you're right. All 13 inches. And then this one also had, then they have tournaments just for the state. So like if you're doing, here's Alabama. This is Florida. I'm 15th right now. I think we all know who this is. Isn't that her? Let's look. I can't tell. Anyways, but you can see, just looking at some of these pictures, you see how this is just a different way of putting it on there. But the bass, the mouth is closed, touching, and then she's tight. You type in the length, and so this one's touching 17. A little harder. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So there's the same number that we share, 22 and 23. That's for this tournament. But mouth is touching, and then the tail, the furthest line is 17 inches. She submitted this. When she took this picture within the app, it locked in the GPS, it locked in the location, or the GPS location, the time, so they knew what body of water, everything about it. Even if she took the picture but there's no internet, it stores all that information, and then so they can go. But this is the fish ops challenge I'm in right now, catch 22. Anybody can still, it goes from January 1st to December 31st. You can still jump in. The money's going, a lot of this money is going to veterans. And then there is the knucklehead bass fishing. This is the one that Gramps has been talking about. So right now, you picked a team. So like Team Chad, these are all YouTubers. His is going in March. He's going to March, April, and June. Team Creek is in June. Team Chad, April, and then Team Wendell. There's Fluke Master. and then I'm on Team Gramps. So we will start in April, May, June, and July. These are the 4 months that we get to fish in the tournament. And this is a unique one. And then right here, if I go up here, right now, this is anybody that's fishing on the March team. So that would be their identifier. Mine would be I'll get one for April because that's when my team fishes. But same thing, you can go into this. The entry fee was $15. All the basic information. This one you had to be, I think you had to have the free or an ambassador. Yeah, KBF membership. They do offer a free one. And then this is all these are called CPR, catch, photo, release, or a virtual tournament, and so on and so forth. I'm on, like I said, Team Gramps, and I believe the idea of this is whoever wins. Let's see. I think it's whoever wins out of these 4 months. The top four, along with Gramps, will go against the top four plus the other team captain of all these other ones. Anyways, that's how the apps will look on your guys' phone. All right. All right. Let's see. You gotta get on some bigger. Yeah, man. I know I could get on bigger fish. The kayaks are absolutely going to allow me to get on some bigger fish. I'm fishing a lot of drainage ditches, ponds. I fish what's convenient close to my house. But let's see what else. Over 20 inches and still snowing. That below sky. Okay. Yep. Snow is no fun. You guys can keep that. You guys are causing it to be cool down here. But any questions about the tournament stuff? Even if you're not going to do Daniel's tournament, which I suggest you should, or the Catch 22, or the Knucklehead, even if you're not going to fish any of those, I highly recommend you all download the app, scroll through. They have, like I said, you can type in your state and it's going to pull everything that you're eligible of and start. It makes it fun. It adds a layer to your competition. I'll tell you, like when I was doing that dink one, that was hard. I had to figure out how to catch smaller fish that were bass, downsizing, and that's probably what got me hooked on the BFS and the finesse fishing. But that's the basics of the tournament stuff. And like I said, whatever tournament you get involved in, you definitely want to read the rules, the details. Some of them will be open to any type of water, whether private, public. Some are public waters only. Some will dictate whether you can fish from the bank, a vessel, both, so on and so forth. You definitely need to read the rules. And keep in mind, there's money involved in this. It's usually minimal. I think, what was that one? $31. I mean, I say it's minimal. I apologize. That may not be minimal to all. But in some of those smaller tournaments, if you really get, especially in the KBF, the kayak bass fishing world, some of the smaller state tournaments will get you is one of the paths to get into the national trails for them. I know. Any other question or any questions about the catch board, the tournaments? You want to see any of the apps again? Anything I can talk about that? Give you guys a couple seconds. I will say definitely follow Daniel's advice when you're taking your pictures, because you're going to where you go to submit catch or put in your what they call your live well. Take a couple because once that fish is gone, it's gone. I think we have a friend named Jermaine that may have a story about that. But and there are tournaments for all types of fishing too, not just bass. I mean, bass is probably the predominant one, but they have muskie tournaments, catfish tournaments, ice fishing tournaments. You can even arrange your own tournament if you so are so inclined. You can utilize one of the apps. I don't know the exact process. I'll probably eventually be doing it for scouts in some form, and it's free. You can download it. I think this washes out. Yeah, it washes out. But yeah, I mean that's the app. It works on iPhone, Android, whatever. Had to, Brendan. All right, I'm winning this. My pet 10-pounders already. That's right. Brendan's going to win just because he has pets. He has pet bass that he feeds. So, about to have a week of all 50s, and that's what I've been waiting for. All right. Don't see any other questions about the tournament or the apps or the catch board. I highly recommend, if you want to get fancy, go check out Blue Fox Gifts. This is called the 10 tag. Good guy, good customer service. It's very durable. I never have to worry about a piece of paper. I don't have to grab receipts out of my Jeep because when I started this, I was using 3x5 cards, and then it has to have your name on it and all that. You have to have a catch board, or any bump board will work for the South Georgia. So South Georgia's, I know I believe last night he did say catch board or the hog trough, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That was on that. You can go back and look at his YouTube video, but I also believe he was going to accept like the Rapala bump boards for this particular tournament. He's looking at more of getting people familiar with taking pictures correctly, making sure their hands are in the right place, because you can't have your hand over the fish's gill plate. It's got to be in the center. Making sure the nose is touching, mouth's not open. I mean, some of these bigger tournaments, they'll start deducting. They'll either DQ the fish altogether, or they may start deducting quarter inches, which that adds up. Do you have to have, if you got them, upload them? I want to see. What do you want to see? Oh, damn, I get Berkeley on. Reach out. So, Matt, definitely go watch Daniel's video he put on last night. It was a live. It's not super long. He goes into great detail about all the rules. A lot better than I am, but that's not what my video was. And he put his phone number out. And he said anybody that was interested in the tournament, let's see. Anybody that was interested in the tournament or had questions, reach out to him. He said, send him a text, send him an email. I can't speak for him, whether he's going to accept that or not. But give me a second. Let me pull over to my other computer here. Work. All right. Sorry, guys. Go away. There we go. All right. I'm just looking up the catch board real quick. Boards. Okay. So I believe Gramps has a code for catch boards to get a little bit of savings on them. Let me see if I can find that code, and we'll put it in the chat if we find it. But most of your tournaments are going to require the catch board. So fishing with Gramps. Let's see. Come on, Gramps. Pull up. I'm looking. Do it. Gramps posts a lot. I'll have to find. I know Gramps has got a code. I just can't find it amongst his billion pictures. But yeah, Blue Fox. That's a good idea. Blue Fox gifts. And then we'll command copy. Sorry, guys, I'm not used to doing this type of stuff on the fly. There you go. That is the link for Blue Fox Gifts, and this is called the 10 tag aluminum kayak tournament identifier. Here, let's do this. Stop that. Present. Show share screen. Blue Fox. All right. So this is the tag right here. And then you just start going through. I just chose KBF. If you're have a different, I mean, they make them for all of them, but this is the standard kind of KBF style. That's mine. And then I could put, Frank as the name. They make a clear clip. I recommend not getting it. Optional text. We could go, you just type in whatever. YouTube, add to cart, and they would put all that on there, and it was going to confirm. I want my Engar name to be Frank. No, I don't want the clear clip. And then the bottom where it says custom optional text, that would say YouTube in this particular case. But that's the clear clip. Even the gentleman that designed this kind of says the catch board. Oops. This mount that Catch makes is better. So that's the way I have it, or this is the clear clip, which we all know is eventually going to break. All right, direct link. I need to get a trout lake before they close it for stocking, and hundreds of people come and blow the lake up. Sometimes Catch does a 15% discount. Just have to catch it. Yeah. And I'm almost positive, and somebody's going to figure it out, that Gramps has a. Actually, you know what? Let's look at something. Nope, I don't want to report him. Post reels. I believe Gramps has a code to get discount. I know he's partnered up with them now, or he was doing some different things. I'm looking at his post here. See if I can find Danger Twins. So I don't know. But yeah, always have discounts. They are getting pretty big into products. Chad Hoover, I know they're designing or they did design a kayak cart. It's supposed to be bomb proof. But once again, Matt, reach out to Daniel. This is a pretty easy going tournament the first go around. I I know he told somebody they could use a Rapala bump board, so I don't see why he would be against the Berkeley. But if this is something that you want to do a little bit more in the future, definitely want to invest in a catch board. And let's look while we're here. Sorry, I'm doing 5 things at once trying to help you guys out. So, our friends at Omnia carry the catch board, the 26-inch like mine, which is $32.99. Does anybody have Hella's code off the top of their hand or off the top of their head? We'll just see what it would be. Does anybody know Hella Bass's code for Omnia? Anybody? Put it in the chat if you get it. But and I think Punch Fishing has a code as well. Okay, so $28.05 after shipping, or after the code, and that gets you a catch board. You can add another $23 on if you want to add their bracket, which is not required. So there you guys go. There's Omnia. There's Hellabass's code. You can go over to Omnia, put that in there. Put $20. If you put that and the catch bracket, which is $26.99. Let's just look. So that should give me free shipping. And then is it still free shipping at $50? I can't remember. But then you could you guys can figure it out. Yeah, Punch has a code too, which is nice because now you can buy 2 orders throughout the month discounted. But that's all I have on the tournament stuff, unless anybody has any questions. So get the catch board. I put the link in there to Blue Fox. If you're interested in his product, maybe I'll do a YouTube little overview of it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And then we went over both the Tourney X application, which will be used for Daniel's upcoming tournament, and then we went over the Fishing Chaos, which is more for the KBF stuff, things like that. Okay. Daniel's putting a whole bunch of codes in there for you guys, or links in there for you guys if you need to go look at stuff. Omnia for the board if you want to check it out. So, because right now at Catch, let's look. The price on that same board, 26-inch that's called the Carbonite board. It's the same price, but no discount. So, all right. And just double checking that there's no more questions about anything. Cool. Well, we can call it here, or if you guys want to, I still got boxes of baits to go through. Totally up to you guys. I just wanted to come on and talk about the tournament. It's getting close. I wanted to see more people sign up, and answer any questions that people may have, because I know when I started doing the tournament stuff, it was scary. Did I do it right? And I want to see them baits. All right, Tennessee, I'll pull them out. Not a problem. Let's see what's in this box. All right. So first thing is, this is the T-Mac from NetBait. I got this. This is going to be, most of this is going to be shaky head stuff. This is in Junebug. Got a nice flat bottom there. I don't know if you guys can see but just a shaky head worm and June bug. Do the boxes so we can get rid of stuff. That's my son Wyatt, always wanting to get rid of stuff. There are other places to get it. That's just one option. Yes, you don't have to buy the box from or the board from Omnia or Catch directly. Order wherever you want. I just knew Omnia. We could get you guys a little bit of a discount on it with the codes. Finesse worms and June bug, drop shot, Texas rig, small shaky head. In Tennessee or anybody, if you guys want to see any of these baits out of the package, absolutely let me know. I'd be more than happy. Another June bug finesse worms. Just don't be laughing at me. I am taking yours too. What are we taking? I should have the 8-pounder. Would be awesome in this, but I might. If you guys want to win the tournament, just go to Brendan's and catch his pet fish. How do you feel about your dad's Funko Pops? He's the one currently selling them for me, Frank. He does my YouTube stuff. So more June bug, but these are the SMH worms. I don't know if anybody's seen these or not. This is Z-Man's shaky head system, if you want to call that, or their stuff. I'll show you guys one. But yeah. So pretty thick at the beginning, like a standard trick worm size. Narrows down to a little bulbous tail there. And I think they just came out with some new collars in the last month or so on the SMH worms. What does June bug imitate that makes it so effective in Florida? I have no idea, Michael. I just know. I think it has to do with our water clarity. A lot of our waters down here are tea color or darker. It's effective. What did I? Oh, I got a tail out. But they like that dark color. Plum seems to do pretty good. I don't know. It shows up well in tannic water, Michael. There. Same thing I said, only he said it better. This is another SMH worms and Mud Dog. Let me know if you guys want to see any of these colors. I will not be getting rid of these. I just got them. But some more June bug. Adds a bit of sparkle. Yeah. This is Hot Snakes, a pretty decent color down here. I'll show you guys this one. Maybe I'll show you this one. So you got that kind of chartreuse belly and that green pumpkin pepper on top. And they make this Hot Snakes in a lot of. He could just as well Venmo me money. Your son is selling all your Funko Pops. Yeah, he is. But so Hot Snakes is one of their staple colors. It seems to work in certain conditions. So we got that. Put those to the side. These are the tiny ticklers, if you guys are familiar with the Z-Man. This is just a really tiny version of a tube with ticklers. My money's on Brendan, Tennessee. What are we betting on? I caught my first big bait fish when it was warm, 2 1/3 pound. Oh, who's going to win the tournament? I'm just doing it for fun. Let the youngsters have it. All right. So I bought these for a jig trailer. This is the Shape 108 in Junebug. This is 3.5 inch crawler. Have you guys seen these before? Big fish though, just saying. Yeah, Scarborough. Might get to here. I mean, now I have access to some waters, so who knows what's going to happen. So these, I don't know. I don't know what the big difference is between. I mean, the color is good, but they call this the Shape 108. Got some flaps. So, what did you get it on? So much smack talk's going to happen during this. I find it funny until somebody's feelings get hurt. It'll probably be Frank because he can't participate. Just kidding, Frank. You want one of those? What, these? The 108s? Is that what you're talking about, Tennessee? This is just a random little flambeau. This is what I was carrying around at some point for T-rigs. My 1/32 weight, as you guys know, is my favorite weight to go along with one of these red 4/0 hooks and a cotton candy chartreuse Zoom Lizard. Who bought the Vibration Exaltation from Hookup? I'm going to have to wait until after the tournament to send you your birthday baits so it does not have you on an edge, give you an edge. Wow. Cutthroat. Cutthroat. These are some more micro dodges from Raid. This is the Chi Gill color. We were talking about this one night, and I believe hook sets are free. Something unique that a lot of the JDM baits do is on their packaging, they perforate it. Why don't we do this in the US? This is genius. I don't have to take all this. I can just take one. And they do it on a lot of their baits, so it's still in the clamshell, but it's perforated. Did that go in your fanny pack? Once I took it off the perforation. Nice, great bait. So, all right, these, and I'm more than happy to show any of them. Was it Discount or Omnia? I think it was Discount Tackle was doing a special on these. I can't remember what I paid for them now. This is the Joystick Ultra Thin Rabbit Ear Tail. The camera does no justice to this color. The color is Pimpin' Purple. Where's Caro at? Anyways, I bought these like at one point. I think they were going. Let's look. I don't know if they're still doing the special on them. Brands 13 Fishing. Yeah, they are. Here, let's pull this up real quick. Give me a second. Give me just a second, guys. I'm not super fast at this. All right, stop that. Present, share. All right. Let me go here and let me do this. And if we go over here to brands, we'll go down to 13 Fishing. And they have these baits as low as $1.99, or you can buy what they call the super pack, where you get the different colors for $12.99. I believe I bought the super pack of the rabbit ears. So So we'll click on that. That way you guys can see the colors. But this is everything that came in that super pack. Is there a way to... There we go. So this is the Pimpin' Purple. OG Sour. Black and Tan, which is kind of like a Bama Crawl in my opinion. Blueberry Yum Yum, kind of a June bug-ish color. Collard greens, almost like a dirt. And then blueberry cobbler, which is your black and blue. But yeah, you get all these for $9.99 is the cost for this. And then you can get them in 5.5 inch as well. Or you can just get, if you want to try a little bit of everything, here's their bubble butt, $1.99 a pack. My name is Jeff. I think I got some of those, $1.99. I mean, you can't beat this stuff. I didn't get any of these, and I don't know why. But yeah, huge sale on 13 Fishing. Let's go back over here. All right, there we go. So that's supposed to be a good flipping bait. Never. Oh, it's gonna be too many baits. Loosen all your drags. Frank, we can start an ultralight. I'm in Big Moan. I'm 100% behind that. So yeah, this is I don't know why the packaging is different. It's the same thing. But that's what I did is I bought these. I got the 5.5 inch rabbit tails. All that was $9.99 at Discount Tackle. So pretty cool. I don't know. I know they work, but I don't know that I'm ever going to fish them. What do you guys think? Give them away? Put them in the cookie box? I don't know. I know it's a decent bait. I just don't know if it's a decent bait for me. They are fire. Yes, Danny, but not me. I know you have to rig them weird. We'll see. All right. Once again, I bought. So, as you guys know, I love Walmart. I love discounts. I love their clearance section. When they were discounting all their fly stuff or fly fishing stuff, they had these. So I was like, oh, those would be great for my fanny pack, or as I prefer to call it, my tactical fishing bag or belt. I thought these would be great. They are not great when you fill them with sinkers or hooks as I did, because there's no real latch. So, I mean, it locks, but I've already dumped a bunch of ball head jigs all over my floor because of those. If you will use them, keep them. If you won't use them, give them away. I don't know that I'll ever use them. I think those will go in the cookie box. We'll give those away to somebody. Mini bag. Mini bag? What's mini bag? Money bag? Only one with them right now. It's only pretty slept on almost all pop shads, but with more action. Now you've got my attention there, Matt. What are we talking about that's like the pop shad but better? Now I have to go back. See, this is Michael Brelli. Yeah, the hookup has them. Hey, Matt, those Yogi Labo, which series look interesting? Are they available in the States? Can anyone log into Swimbait Underground? Are there servers there? I don't even know what Swimbait Underground is. Manny White Bag is a man fanny pack. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. It's convenient when you're fishing around the ponds. Some of them SMH hooks to go along with those worms. And then these were the My Name is Jeff. You guys want? Well, this is the Royal Irishman collar. Let's take a look. These are 4 inches. Remember, this pack cost me $1.99. Ooh. Whew. What did they? Donkey sauce. It's potent. But this is My Name is Jeff. Little paddle tail. Donkey sauce. Oh man, does it stink. Kind of a Mardi Gras collar, if you want to call it that. For $1.99, I'll throw it on something. Swim jig, maybe, of some sort. I don't know if their donkey sauce works, but it is. It's scent. It's something. Great for chatterbait and spinnerbait. Yeah, that's what I figure. Damn, don't want to say Adam because they're out of stock. Didn't know they sold out. What's out of stock? Oh, the Pop Chad better things that you never told me about. And got it. I just give me a hard time. Usually do that like every 4 or 5 months. And then finally, these are OSP Orca Mushi Daddy. I don't know. I give up. These are pretty cool little bugs. Most people probably won't ever throw them. I believe they're made out of something similar to a Laztec. Don't Google donkey sauce. Wasn't planning on it, Michael. All right. So these are pretty cool little bug baits. You can see that head, which is this head is also got the hook already. Got a little weed guard. Pretty decent action, but the unique thing is it comes with a separate body. So when this one gets tore up, you still have the jig, and then you can put a new body on. That was definitely Matt recommendation. So let's put this back into its home, and then put that into this. Hey, Ella, we were just talking about you. Fancy schmancy hat. Oh, yeah. When in Rome, right? I mean, I already gave all my money to the hookup. What was another $30 at that point? But we were, Ella, we were looking for your code earlier, which we've now put in the chat, trying to get people some discounted catch boards for some of these bank tournaments and things like that. So popper with a worse hookup ratio. Brendan, always so negative. Jeez. I've seen it a few times. This one is definitely a lot longer than before. Nah, those are standard plastic, but it is a floating jig and the body is replaceable. Yeah. Hey, hello, good live that with Wendell. But so yeah, that was all the junk or I shouldn't say junk, but that was everything in that. Probably throw this half-ounce Thunder Cricket in the cookie box to give away. All right, I got one more little box down here, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. Maybe. All right. Negative Brendan, what's new? Right? All right. Swing Impacts. This is their black, blue, deep blue color. Once again, anything you guys want to see, that'll be a keep. Ultra Vibe Speed Crawls in watermelon. I got these, even though it says $4.99. The West Marine around me were selling these for like $1 a bag. This may be a bait I got from Brendan. I don't remember buying it, but definitely going to fish. The Gulp 3-inch Helgramites. I'm definitely not opening these. I can just see. Look at all that. Ooh. In black. Have you caught any on the? I haven't even thrown it yet. To be 100% honest, Matt. So these are cool. These are little Plano boxes. I think they're like $9.99 for a 3-pack, and each one's a little different divider. You can get them on Academy Sports. So anytime, or Sports Academy, anytime I make a purchase from them, I usually throw a set on there. Never sent you those. I don't know where I got them. Somebody sent them to me. I didn't buy them. Maybe that's the one Gramps. Just another little container. So these little containers, this is the 1002 by Flambeau. Tyler at Hook Sets Are Free got me on these. These are really cool. This one happens to be shaky head wacky worm setup. They're small, they're compact. You can put a little bit of terminal tackle and hit the water. They will fit inside a fanny pack if anybody was curious. And they're fairly inexpensive. And it's a good way to downsize what you have. Wow, I'm surprised you definitely got some bites on that. Oh yeah, Matt. I have no doubt that it will get bites. I just haven't thrown it yet. Some owner one-aught hooks. Some more tiny ticklers. This is the Space Guppy color. I bought these just for Brendan. This is for shaky head. 10.5-inch. Yum, what do they call this? The Mighty Worm. So I believe, I don't know where they went, but I had some super heavy duty shaky head jigs for this. Yeah, Michael. I mean, they're great. They're great little containers, and these are too. And the nice thing about like even this little Plano ones, they come in a little set. This has a seal on them for waterproofing. I mean, I don't know how well it works, but it still has a seal. So this is the box that I was talking about. It had all these little jig heads in it, and I dumped it all over the floor. I think it works for fly tying, but nothing else, or flies. I do not recommend this particular box personally. Oh yeah, those would pair nice with those hooks you got. Bit good in the summer. This thing, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I have one. But now everybody makes them. Some more mud minnows. This is definitely a pack that has been used. Another little Flambeau box. And I believe on these Flambeau boxes, the blue is the rust inhibitor. So you still have that. Send that to me, Adam. I'll put it to use. Some of the larvae from Z-Man. This is bloodworm color. I just gave a whole pack of these to the scouts I seen fishing not too long ago. Before, this is when I first started shaky head fishing, the VMCs. How many supposed to be in here? Yeah, there's supposed to be 4 in there. The Gizmo, I've already talked about this. I was super excited about this bait and ended up being super disappointed. I think JP was talking about how he had the same issue. When I would cast it, it would roll and wouldn't sit right in the water. I don't think I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again, but then we just have some razor shads and pearl chatterbait trailer. Okay, these are the redfish eye hooks from Z-Man. I believe These are more what you're going to throw on the 4 and 5 inch. Yeah, I've seen that, right? Send that to me, Adam. I will put it to use. No. Yeah. We're all familiar with mule fishing. Some more horseflies in Dakota. Donkey Tail Junior and Pasture Fires, their color. And then Donkey Tail Junior in the Dakota. Okay, let's see. Some more SMH worms or hooks. I think I've talked about these to death, but these are the CPS Slims made by Owner. They're kind of designed to work with Elastec type plastics. They're shorter. I believe you just use your hook point to start the hole and then you screw these in. I have not tried these. I need to for as much as Elastec as I have. And then some more tiny swing packs. Adam, did you clean your room yet? That would drive me nuts if it was not working. Slowly, Brendan. Slowly. Little jawbone pop. Yeah, that'll go in the cookie box. Brendan keeps bugging me. Scooper Frog. Some more shaky head stuff. And then little popper frog. I don't know how this made it in here, but let me, before I destroy myself on it. This thing. So. Has a magnetic hook thing. Works pretty good. I've thrown it a couple times. This is the Ducka shad, I believe. It's supposed to be inside this, so we're going to put it inside there so somebody doesn't get impaled on those hooks. Probably could have used a little bit bigger one, but this is what I have right by me. All right. That's it for that box. Really don't have much more to show you guys box-wise. We've pretty much gone through it in the last few days. What I saw on JDM video was that usually insert a super small nail weight just behind the hook on the bottom, Adam, for that gizmo. Okay. I'll give that a try. Like I said, I was super disappointed with it when I got it. It was a bait that I had been looking for a while when it came on my radar, and then it finally got it, and then it didn't work. Why, Odin, when your dad is out fishing, go in there and clean it up. Brendan, why are you trying to get my son in trouble? No good comes out of that for him. I'm just saying. OCD, Brendan. But, the cool thing is we did go through a lot of stuff in the last few days. We got a start of the cookie box. This is all the stuff you guys helped me kind of call through and we'll give away. We did a bunch of crazy giveaways the other night. JP won, Daniel won, Frank won, and we were able to take care of Frank. So hopefully he will report back that all went well with that. He will just trash it again. We searches for things like some life he bought 2 years ago and never used. Like, oh, some lure. I openly admit, like the rest of us, I have a mess. That's the table. It's starting to see holes. I'm condensing. I have a lot of plastic. Who's Cheryl and how are her cookies? I have no idea who Cheryl is or her cookies. I do like her box though. Wow. Did not think that went through. She makes a fine cardboard box for holding lures for giveaways. Frank, I hope everything works out. I hope your border people don't seize your package at the border and charge you millions of dollars to get it. We feel it was Daniel's idea, but we always feel bad that Frank is in all these giveaways, or he can't be in these giveaways, and then when he is, he typically gets a gift card or a pat on the back or something. So we're actually attempting to send him actual lures. Omnia does ship to Canada for a flat rate. I believe Daniel, correct me wrong, it was $10. So we were able to get a couple things put together for Frank so he could participate and feel like part of the group on the giveaways. Even though he was trying to be very generous and turn it down and not take it. All right, Customs is going to come after Frank, possibly. You know, we try to keep it under the Canadian minimum for their VAT taxes and all that, but it's out of our hands now. It is now in the hands of the Canadians once it reaches there. $10 flat rate for premium member on Omnia. There you go. So that's how. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I want to show you guys. But yeah, that's how you guys can get stuff to Frank. Actually, there's a few lures over here I want to go through. Maybe we give them out for giveaways. Let you guys help me. They're too busy helping U.S. Customs investigate you, Matt. I told them about all the packages that you smuggle in from Japan. They're going to get you. All right, guys. So I have some hard baits. A lot of them I probably will never use. But you tell me. Keep them or give them away. Like this dives to 10 feet. This is a Vicious MC65. I probably got it in a Monster Bass box. The color is crawl. So it's like a red crawl. There we go. That's a good picture. I don't ever see me using that. All right. Now, what is your guys' thoughts and on the Thunderhawk A10 Junior? This one's in Ghost Bluegill. That bait is amazing, just saying, but that is too deep for you. Yeah, I figured that was too deep. Franken Ambassador. All right. Anybody have anything on the Thunderhawk A10 Junior? Take this one out. It says it dives 3 to 5 feet, which isn't a bad depth. 1/4 ounce, so great crankbait. All right. Let's look. Let's pull this one out. I'm not hating this color. A little bit of a rattle. Runs pretty good, everybody's saying. This is a Ghost Bluegill, I believe is what it was called. All right. So we like the A10 Juniors. All right. I got a whole bunch of the A10s and a Sergeant from Monster Bass. I was on a live one time and I won a giveaway. So I think I got one. They're working on a big one. I'm trying to get Steve to ship to me for free. Okay. So I'll keep, maybe I'll just get, oh, we'll see what colors I have. Maybe I'll keep a couple colors and get rid of the rest. I got more than enough cranks, I think. All right. What is, doesn't give me a depth. Sergeant. What do you think about the Sergeant? I don't know. I don't throw lipless cranks. Maybe I should. I don't even know if that's a good color down here. I know everybody's like, oh, red, 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 but whoever has the deepest water gets them. And then here's the A10. These are 3 to 5. These are the regular size, 7/16 ounce. Probably keep that color. Gets them at. What is Daniel T getting? Daniel T getting the vicious. I can make that happen. I have like 5 of those in the silent version. You talking about the IU color? And the A10? I'm never going to fish that lipless, at least not anytime soon. I don't know which they are talking about. Well, either way, Daniel, I'll throw this in your box. It's a 10-foot. Yeah, Daniel does have deep water and he fishes from boat. Yeah. All right. A10 in red crawl. I've never fished red crawl down in Florida. Brendan, you might be the closest to me. What is your opinion on red? Is it as effective down south as it is up north when people go crazy over it? I don't know about this color. See what else we have. Oh, this isn't a bad color. And I'll take any of these out if you guys want me to. I found a new deepest spot a couple weeks ago. Asian carp. Asian carp. Ugly color. Ugh, send that to me and I will repaint it something decent. What color? Brendan, when you make a comment, tell me what you're referring to. You gotta remember there's a delay. Is this ugly or is this ugly? Are they both ugly? What do you think? Yeah, red is killer in Florida. Okay. I guess I'll try red. Definitely gonna try this. Yeah, it kind of looks like a shad with some pink on the bottom. It's different. This clear chartreuse. Looks like a shad. Red plum is good in Florida, so I can see a red being good. Okay, yeah, you're right. I do use a lot of plum and red plum. Is Brendan being himself? Brendan's always being himself, but that's okay. That's why we love Brendan. What do we think about this color? This is clear chartreuse. I definitely like the IU color. I don't know if I'm in love with that clear chartreuse. So, all right, maybe that goes away. You guys aren't. All right. And then I have that Asian carp and the A10 Junior. So, what do we think? It reminds me of respect color. I just feel bad for keeping all of these. I know I'll keep the 110s. Definitely keep that. So these are the three. I'm not 100% sure. The Sergeant Ocala had like 12 fish. All were over. You talking about the lipless? This thing? Yeah. So I don't know if I should keep these A10 colors. Remember, I have this in the junior. What says you? Good night, Dave. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you did. Good luck with the power. What do you guys think on these? Keep them. Put them in Cheryl's cookie box. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to decide on that. Send those three to me, just pay shipping and I will repaint them. Send those three to me, just pay. Let me see what else I had sitting over here. I need to get off the pegs. Not those. I would think that Shad 1 would get bit the way it is. All right. So Daniel's on Team Asian Carp. All right, we'll put that there. Oh, sorry, Dave. Keep them. Matt's saying keep them. Then I just don't know if I'll ever fish them. But all right. Structure Gill by Savage Gear. I think Tyler Hookup was talking about these. What says you guys? Those are three ugly cars. I'm doing the fish a service so they do not have to look at them. What colors don't you like? Is it the red, the Asian carp, and the clear chartreuse? I don't think they do. What? I don't think they do. I always wondered if fish care about clear dive lips. Oh, gotcha. Am I going to fish this? What do you guys think? We have so many better options now, right? Red carp are red carp are ugly. The chartreuse is okay. All right. Structure is good, but flips upside down wood jigged. All right. So structure gill, we're gonna get rid of. We'll get rid of it. What says you guys on these? Dark sleepers. Send them to me so I can make them pretty, free of charge. We'll see, Brendan. Hit me up on Instagram. What do we think about the sleeper, dark sleeper? I've never fished it. My worry is I have so much junk at the bottom that they don't do super good. These are 3/8. They're all 3/8, just different colors. Adam, I just think solid painted bill just increases the size of the bait's appeal, so just make it okay. Hookup ratio is spotty on those. For good and bad on the dark sleepers. Dark sleeper 3-inch 3/4 is my jam. Well, sorry, Adam. These are 3-inch and 3/8 ounce. So would we say the Agent E is better hookup on these? Or better hookup than these? All right. What do you guys say? Tell you what, we'll put one in the box since I have a duplicate of that color. Best if you Butch Brown rig those to hookup ratio would skyrocket. Best if you Butch Brown rig those. I have no idea what that is. No idea what you're talking about, Butch Brown. I'm trying to give stuff away, put them in the box. Try to get everybody's stuff shipped out in the next couple of days. I use a deep sleeper on braid now. You talking about the dark sleeper? Is that what it? Yeah. Not familiar. What's the other sleeper gills? The other one. Look it up online and you'll see what I mean. All right, I can look that up. We'll give one. Never thrown one. Probably never will. Dark sleeper. It's in the box. We had a duplicate collar, so we'll put one in there. That's one bait in the box. I need to go through plastics at some point. When you guys are up for it, we'll start going through plastics and giving that to the scouts or giving them to putting them in the cookie box. JGM the hookup, jam the hook home, and keep reeling until they hit the bank or boat deck. Okay. Thanks for the tip, Adam. Yeah, if you guys see all those clear boxes over there, that's all soft plastics that I know I can eliminate a big portion of. A lot of green pumpkin and stuff I need to go through. It gets a lot of bites. So, Adam, I assume you're just tossing it out and then hitting the bottom, then pulling it up, hitting the bottom, something like that. Is that how you're fishing that? The bigger 1 ounce ones have a better hookup rate. Okay. Okay. But yeah, at some point we'll start going through soft plastics because there is a lot to give away, to get rid of. Not necessarily give away, but cool. Anything else you guys want to see or talk about or go over or anything? I have a little bit of extra time. I use my dark sleeper like a flipping jig. Hop it off. Okay, I got you. I feel bad. We only threw a couple things in the box tonight. That's it. I wanted to put more in there. Yeah, Michael. I mean, kind of makes sense to me that it would do the same thing. I don't know. It has the word megabass on it, so it's got to be infinitely better, right? Trying to see if there was anything else I wanted to get through. No. Oh, you could always just throw random things. Dark Sleeper finally caught a walleye after trying to catch fish. One for over a year. Agent E caught a smallie on the first day. I use it. Stupid fish. Hang on, guys. Okay. So I'll probably throw this half-ounce Thunder Cricket in there. I'm more of a 3/8 type person. What do you guys say on the big blade? And especially in this color, chartreuse, white, orange. This one I keep or somebody else can use it? I like the fact that you guys are actually pretty honest about this instead of just trying to fill this box up for yourselves. Like the fish is spitting the bait before I can get both hooks in the mouth. Okay. Yeah, some baits just have horrible hookup ratios. Big blade is great. Just get the 3/4 so it stays down. That's so heavy though. I don't even know if my rod. Tell a story about the one that got away. Most memorable one that you want another chance at. All right, Brian. So I can. That's an easy one for me. Last summer, it was August. My family, we took a little vacation down to Lake Okeechobee. We rented a cabin at the KOA, had a good time, tried to fish as much as I could while I was down there, even though it was just from the bank. Uh, anyways, we were fishing off of a little canal, me and my sons, uh, some other people, and we were trying everything. Finally, I threw out a curly tail worm. I believe it was plum color. Uh, falling asleep, nearly dropped my tab on my face. Good night, Adam. Uh, anyways, so I just Texas rigged it, nothing fancy, threw it out there, and just normal Texas rig fishing. And all of a sudden, it got bit, and it wasn't even like a hard bite. It's like the fish just swam by, sucked up, and just kept on going. So I set the hook, and reeling it, and this thing's not coming up at all. It's just staying down. I'm fighting it, and I know it's big. Whatever it is, it's big. I get it all the way up after fighting for a couple minutes. I get it up to I'm standing on a concrete barrier in this canal, and I get it up. His head comes out of the water, and I'm not kidding. Mouth about that big on him. I reached down to grab, and then he just shook his head a little bit. Hook popped, and he was gone. It sucked. I immediately went to, I think, the Walmart and bought a net. That was rough. I have no idea how big that was, but like I said, it had a mouth on him, give or take. But yeah, when he came up, I kept tension on the rod. I bent down on that concrete barrier to grab him, and he just like, nope. And he barely moved, and he popped the hook. So what does that say about my hook setting skills? My son was there. It was rough. I was not a happy camper for a little bit. I ended up catching a bigger fish later that night, off the pier, but that was a rough one. But that's why they call it fishing. If we caught them all, then it'd just be called catching. And where's the fun in that? That always happens with the big ones. It seems like it, Brian. I can land any dink all day, every day. I mean, I've been fishing and I've had a hit, and I've set the hook so hard the damn fish comes flying out of the water onto the bank because it's so little. But yeah, that was a rough one to get rid of. And I'm trying to think of recently if I've lost one. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it's probably the worst because he came out of the water. I saw him. I knew he was big. Thanks for bringing that old memory up. But what else? I'll tell you one of my happiest moments fishing in the last year or two was my biggest fish from the bank was that one that I posted from the scout camp. According to their scale, it was 4.5 pounds. It's the one in the picture that I that's usually on my YouTube stuff. But yeah, that's probably my heaviest one. I never weighed the one that was I caught in Lake Okeechobee. He may have been bigger, but I can't confirm that. I don't have I don't know. He was big too, but I know the one I caught at the scout camp a few months ago. on the wacky rig. He was pretty good size, 4.5, 5 pounds. Well, their scale said 4.5. I didn't weigh it. They did. So it felt heavier, but who knows? I'm not going to argue with the guy when he tells me is the weight. I wasn't even. I was just fishing to kill time because they were doing something with drones with the kids. I was not interested in sitting and watching that. So I caught him like 6 inches off the bank, just sitting there. Hey, what's up, Jermaine? But yeah, but one of the best stories I have in the last couple of years or last year or two is with both my sons. The first one, my oldest son Wyatt, who you guys see in here, he gets frustrated very easily with fishing. He doesn't have the patience. And we went to a local river, and we've been fishing everywhere all day. And he was the only one. He finally, I was like, "Hey, throw your," I think he was Ned rigged or Texas rig. I don't remember. But anyways, I was like, "Throw right there by that tree." There's a tree growing out of the middle of the river. And when he did, he hooked into one. He was pretty proud of himself. And then my other son, my younger son, we went fishing one day at a local spot, Texas rig, the Lizard, and he hooked into one. It was probably about a pound, but big for him. You know, it was a good size for a little kid. And yeah, just to see their smiles when they accomplish something like that. Planning on going fishing tomorrow with my oldest. Well, I'm going fishing on the kayak. He's bringing a pole, but he's just going to probably kayak more than anything. Whatever. I get to hang out with him, so it's worth it. How old is your oldest? My oldest, Wyatt, he's 13. He's almost as old as you, Brendan. My middle son is 9, and then my daughter is 7. Had to think. Sorry. She just had a birthday. Your oldest son may be in the same school grade as Brendan. Maybe. I mean, it's so easy there, you know. I feel bad when we pick on Brendan. Frank's definitely an easier target though. But yeah, and then some other good stuff is with the scouts. I've told the story several times about, you know, helping a kid catch his first fish. That's what it's all about. I mean, at the end of the day, to me, that's what fishing is. You know, it's an opportunity to bond with your family, your friends. And to me, it's a positive thing in all the negativity that we have in this world. I could care less about being picked on. Matt, kinda. What are we talking about? Man, you look young. What? Who looks young? Me? I look young. I'm 40 years old. Yeah, Brian, it's cool when they do want to fish with you, but as they get older, their attentions start going different directions. Sometimes, you know, dads are left behind, but I think that's okay. I think as long as they know we're the rock that's always there for them in the background. No way what? Matt, no way what? No way my kid's 13. How old are you? 40? You look what? Yeah, I'm 40 years old. I was born in 1983. I just age very well. Are you the oldest of your siblings, Brendan? Yeah, I'm honestly 40. I don't have my ID on me. I'm honestly 40, guys. Why, if you're in here, how old am I? Yeah, Tennessee, I know you're young. That's why I try to keep everything as PG as I can out of respect for the youngins. I don't get crazy. I never know who's going to. There you go, JP. JP's 40 or 39. I graduated in 84. Okay. Michael's got some time on all of us. Oh, I'm okay. So you're a little bit older than me. I was born in, no, I'm older than you. I was born in February of 83. So But no, Matt, I am truly 40 years old. I just turned 40 last month. I feel it some days. Some days I feel older than that. That's why it's hard for me to do all this live stuff. I get lost in the technology. Jermaine looks like he is in his early to mid 20s. Born in 90. All right. Thanks, Brendan. Anyways, that's all the tackle I really have to show, or I can show you guys anything else. I started working on the boxes last night. Sorry. This is like my new put together jig box. So I have all my swim jigs in there and some the slobber knockers. I don't know who was talking about this the other night. This is that Gambler Samurai spinner bait that they brought back. It's got those crescent moon type blades on it. But yeah. Let's see. These are pretty cool. These are Beast Coast finesse jigs, 1/4 ounce, but along with the skirt material, they have that marabou. So those are pretty nice. I got a couple of those. Maybe this white one will show up really well. There you go. Got a little bit of flash of boo in there, skirt material, and that marabou. So, anyways, working on. I think we showed this the other night. It's finally in a box, which means it got organized. This is that Gambler with the double weed guard. Big punching. I think that's 3/4 ounce. It's not an ounce. Hybrid Hustler. They look nice. I want some. Yeah, I believe that's what they're called, Jermaine. I picked up a few of them. So that was the white shad kind of color. This is more of a black and brown. Ooh, don't fall. And then this is a black one. But if you can, I don't know if you guys can pick it up. There's just a little bit of red sparkle within the skirt material. So that's those. I don't know where, did I put the other ones in here? Let me see. This is one I had made from Pig Jigs. This is a custom color he did for me. Got a few fish on it. And then these are those Catch Co. No, these are not. Where did those go? I thought they were right there, but they're not. I think these are just some Strike King Itsy Bitsies. I don't know where my Catch Co. firework ones went yet. I must not have put them in here. All the Mini Maxes. And then, of course, the Ike's swim jigs. I love these things. Why is the AA? All right, what's Michael say? Those are nice, but the hair gets caught in the screw lock. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the AA stream. I don't watch them anymore. Oh, Aggressively Average Anglers. I've shown this one not too long ago. This is another custom one by Pig Jig. I already had it rigged up. So that's kind of a unique one. This is another. Is this Beast Coast or I can't remember. I can't remember if this is a Gambler or Beast Coast, to be honest with you. And then here is get out of there. These are all in 3/8 that I'm showing right now. This is I believe Toxic Bug by Beast Coast. I think this is the Beast Coast because of the Flash Shabu. Hey, Caro. Caro, you been in here all the time or you been hiding? So, and then just a little swim jig. But anybody else like the Mike's mini swim jigs? Or Ike's, sorry. I always want to say Mike. I will be streaming with the Burley Boys tomorrow, so Frank, you may want to tune in. Saltwater Fishing Expo in Edison, New Jersey this weekend. A lot of nice custom plug maker nights. Just this second got here. Hey gang. Hey Caro. The main focus tonight was going over tournament fishing. I showed how to use Fishing Chaos app in the Tourney X, and then I showed off my catch board. Are you comfortable with those, Caro? I wouldn't mind showing them to you again real quick. But these are some more of those Ike's mini swim jigs. I can't remember the color. This is like a sexy shad. This is the bluegill. And then, of course, June bug. And I believe this is the bombshell color. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Got a little purple, white in there. So those are all in 3/16 for my finesse. And then, of course, we got the mini maxes. Got a few of those in different colors. And then Jermaine's favorite, slobber knockers. And then I had a random something down there. Oh, so I really like this collar. I think this is just an original chatterbait. Yeah, just original. And like this weird bluegill pattern. It's got some purples, green pumpkin, a little bit orange. I've never seen this pattern before. So picked it up. But missed 7 hook sets. Oh, that sucks, Caro. I'll be hitting them both up. I really like the local plug makers. They have great stuff. Yeah, I believe this weekend there's a boat expo going on in Florida. I have to look it up. I have nothing on the agenda for this weekend. So it's either fish or go to that. We'll see. Probably be cheaper to go fishing, if I'm honest. What's keeping this closed? Okay. Yeah, I knew you'd like those slobber knockers, Jermaine. Anyways, see, I am cleaning stuff up, putting them in boxes. I'm working on this right here is crankbaits. Fluoro makes me nicer, gentler setting the hook. Okay. And then over on the other end, I've got, I don't think you guys can see them, but I got 3 boxes done, which is JDM, a JDM box, a ultralight box, and then a pseudo topwater box. Brian, do you know if Scott Belly is going to be at Edison 1? So, anybody have any plans for this weekend coming up? I know we're only on Tuesday, but I'm busy during the week, but typically weekends when I get to do some fishing. Let's see. I don't remember seeing him there. All right, Matt. He doesn't sound like he's going to be there. But where did my So, Kara, one thing I want to show you now that you're getting into the tournament scene, for your identifier, you can go to Blue Fox Gifts, and he'll make you a permanent one. This is like they call it the 10 tag, and you can write your identifiers on there in permanent marker, and then use like I think he says like fingernail polish, acetone, stuff like that to remove it, and you can rewrite them. You can put a custom thing down here, your name. Not required for the tournaments, but makes it nice and handy. Going to Mississippi. Got a live this week. Hopefully you want to do hookup and hide up baits. I got. Nice, Matt. Probably definitely be on that. Do you know what day and night you plan on going? Scott's gonna be watching snow melt. I do not miss those days at all, Scott. Gave me a link. Gotta kiss hubby's butt to get one. They're like $15.99. Obviously, you've got to be worth that much to them. The bracket's more expensive than the thing. I think we found out the bracket's $22 on Omnia, and then you can use Hellabass's code. Magic Racer, is that what he uses? Okay. But then you can use Hella code or Punch Fishing's code on there and save some more bucks. Thursday or Sunday, depends. Still waiting for other package to come. Okay. Castrating a few horses this weekend and going fishing. Sounds like an eventful weekend. I remember those days from where I grew up. 9:30 most likely. I will make thumbnail tomorrow. Cool. So everybody, make sure you're subscribed to South Jersey Fisherman for all JDM baits that you need. He is a JDM fanatic. See you, Michael. Got to hit the sack. Good night, all. Good night, Michael. Yeah, I'm going to be probably hitting the sack here before too long. We almost hit that 2-hour mark. Time flies. I never plan on. Well, I usually don't have a plan. I have a generic idea of what I'm going to do on these lives, and time just flies. You guys make it so much easier. Scott, how much did it end up being? Yeah, if you guys check out the chat, there's Brent or Matthew's channel. Definitely hit him up. Like I said, if you're into JDM baits, you want to learn about JDM baits, check out his channel. He's one that got me into the JDM world. Oh, how much snow? I don't know. They were talking about it earlier, Caro. I just tune out the Northerners when they start talking about silly stuff. But all right, mainstream fishing. There's that's Jermaine's channel. Him and Brendan usually do. Actually, Brendan, that'd be a good question. Are you and Jermaine still going to do a live tomorrow after you're on with the Burley brothers, Burley boys? Jermaine, do you have snow by you still? What says you, Brendan? Are you guys still going live tomorrow? After Burley or aggressively average anglers? Hey, you're originally from Indiana. That's Yankee territory. Yeah, I can't deny that. You're right, Carol. But I can ignore this talk now. All right. Yep, we will have Bailey from Serious Angler on. All right, cool. So you guys are gonna have a guest. I don't know, maybe one day when I'm all fancy and respectable, I'll have a guest. We'll see. I've had Matt on here. Um, that was just so he could explain the stuff that I bought because I don't know anything about it. But I think I'm too small for anybody of any seriousness to come on. Uh, that came out really wrong, Matt. I apologize. That's not what I meant, but um, no snow stuck though. You can have me on. Frank, that would be an interesting show. I'll have to plan something. I'll have to actually put some thought into it. Matt is good as it gets. Matt drops the good info. Yeah, Matt is good. I think Matt gets irritated with me because I drop or I show baits that I probably shouldn't show, or he'll send me stuff. He's like, hey, this is slept on, and then I always blab. Uh, I don't know. The way I look at it is most people aren't going to be fishing the waters I'm fishing. Um, maybe I'm creating a problem up north. Maybe I should stop. Vermont wins, Caro. Yeah, that's not really any competition, Caro. But Adam, if you want to do live with me, if the baits you send get here in time, I'll see. I should probably ship them out. I've been slacking on that. I've been busy. Secret teller, he's holding back the really good stuff because of that. Probably. Matt, are you holding back on me? Are you too afraid? Let's see. No, it's all good, man. Most people ain't gonna buy it anyways. Yeah, JDM's a commitment. It's hard when you spend $75, $80, whatever your purchase may be, and you get like 3 or 4 lures in the box. I was telling Matt the other day, one of my hide ups, I got hooked in a tree, and with some ingenuity and a rod and a picnic table and getting in the water, I got it back. I need to win the lottery. So let's see. Yeah, we all need more money. Later, Brendan. Yeah, I'm about ready to call it night. Appreciate that, Brendan. Take it easy. I'm a good guest. Never any awkward silences. Not a lot of fishing talk, though. Lots of useless information about things that nobody cares about. That's all right, Brett. That's all right, Frank. And I would say we all hit the main YouTube channels within the fishing community. The big community, if you want to call it that. You're definitely a staple within that community. I know most of us don't do the Ruds videos and stuff like that, but Debo, Gramps, Jermaine, Brendan, aggressive average anglers, the ones that are consistently watched. Everybody knows you. You're infamous, Frank. Take it easy. Unless something wild I need. Brendan is good. Brendan, you pointing me is getting creepy. You painting me is getting creepy. I have no idea what that's all about. And on that note, I think we're going to call it. Yeah, Frank is absolutely fun to watch. He brings an element to lives that, when I first started this YouTube channel, I want to be successful, but my definition of success is a little different. I don't care about, having a bazillion subscribers. I just want to have fun, and I want to be able to successfully entertain people. That's, to me, is the definition of success for me. And Frank definitely brings a level of entertainment. I mean, If you guys haven't caught it, go on. I can't remember if it's Jermaine or Brandon's, which one of their YouTube channels, but they did a birthday stream with Frank on there, and I kid you not, this man rolls up with a whiteboard to tally up who hurts his feelings. Debo doesn't know how to use a whiteboard. I know how to use a whiteboard. Yeah. I think Paul uses a whiteboard a lot. It's off camera though. I think that's where they, when ideas come and stuff, he puts them down. But it was genius. It was something so simple, but it was a lot of fun. The audience really enjoyed that. But yeah, so as always, please hit the thumbs up. It helps. And share the video. Tell your friends. I just want to give. Maybe I need to add up something to this. I just want to give this away. Hit 100 subscribers. I got some other bigger things that I'll probably eventually give away as this, depending on how all this goes. I do have something like this. I think people would want maybe an opportunity to get these. And I just want to have fun. I love fishing. I love talking about fishing. My wife is not a fisher. She cares less about what I have to say. Yeah, Caro, I'm up to 42. I am a little over 40% way to 100. I've been putting stupid reels up or shorts, whatever YouTube calls them, and some of them have been working. The key is offer free stuff, I guess. Good night, Brian. I like when Brian's on here. He always asks really good questions and gets you to interact, your biggest fish story and things like that. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's all I want to do. I want to come hang out, talk to you guys, and I don't always have a box to open because I have too much, as we already know. 42, that's the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Yep. Hitchhiker's Guide to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxies. That doesn't sound right. Galaxy Guide. You know what I'm talking about. Because of your syrup. I will probably be doing. I got a couple ideas. Let me run it by you guys real quick. There's enough of you in here. So I'm borrowing an idea from another creator. He's a Twitch person. He plays a game, but and I don't know exactly how I would do it. But do you guys see any value or entertainment or fun? And if I have a system of some sort where people can decide like what I fish for a day, like, hey, you have to use the wacky rig with the potato salad or whatever that orange yellow collar worm is. I know that's just a generic description, but letting the people pick what Scott, it's because of your shit. Good night, Scott. But I've never seen a YouTuber do it. What do you guys think? Do you think that would be? So, Caro, it would be a YouTube thing. I'm not trying to get into Twitch and all that, but the idea would be somehow I have a system where people can submit their ideas. I will go out, fish said bait with recording it until I catch a fish or whatever the rules are. I have a feeling there'll be some dumb stuff put out there, but as long as you keep uploading or going live, you should get 100 pretty soon at them. Yeah. But like I said, I want to have fun with it. I mean, I can only imagine what torture you guys could come up with if I let you pick the baits. Sweet potato pie. That's what I was trying to think of, JP. But yeah, what do you guys think? I got an idea how we could do that. All right, Daniel, hit me up on Instagram. We'll talk about it. But does that sound like? I mean, is that entertaining to you guys? Picking out what the fishes for the day, or the week or till he catches a fish, whatever the rules may be. What says you guys? I mean, Brendan's just going to tell me to throw large baits all the time. So we'll have to have some system in place so that we can. Frank is twitching on YouTube would be funny. Frank twitching on a YouTube would be funny. Yeah, we're going to get Frank on here for sure. But I got an idea. All right. Anyways, guys, with that, I see everybody's dropping off pretty quick. Once again, thanks for hanging out with so long. We'll see you guys next time. See ya.